This is Sparta!
That's how I feel right now about Sideshow. They failed us for episode 3. Well, they didn't really fail us. They just didn't have a lot going on at that time. But episode 4 of What's New Sideshow, we're back to talk about it. Cass the Gemini here, joined by Buck Fanes. What's going on, Buck, man? Episode 4 has been like 3 weeks, maybe?
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, but we're back again because Sideshows, I think they took a break for the holidays and now they're like coming back with the heat.
The heat. They're coming back with the heat. They're also coming back with a package that will be delivered today for me. Just the art print, Batman,
Oh,
Yeah.
I love those. So.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Really excited, man. Before we start the episode, do you have anything that is coming in at all this month?
This month, yes, probably, but it's not gonna come to where I am. It's gonna go to another location, so I can't even access it.
Gotcha.
It's a Dragon Ball piece, so
Okay.
3
Dragon Ball.
boxes. 3. It's huge.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Well, dude, I want to start off the episode before any pieces are shown. Just talk about Sideshow. Now, as you know, Sideshow did some, I guess you could say, revamping. And for me, when I go on the website, I don't know how you feel, but for me, it's not as, I don't want to say like user friendly. I prefer the old layout, but that was just because I was so used to it. Like click, 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 and I was there. This layout here does seem more, I don't want to say like,
maybe. I feel like it's trying to remove a lot of clutter, but then they end up having like all these menus with stuff, and it makes it, instead of making it streamlined, it makes it more like where do I go to get the stuff I need?
dude. Okay, so like we do the What's New Sideshow every Thursday, and I go to the What's New section or the Coming Soon section, and at first I'm like, well, where is it at? You know what I mean? Like I'm scrolling through like I'm doing right now, and I'm like, where is it at? And then you see this on a budget up to 40%, Sideshow second, special offers. But I'm like, okay, but where's the new stuff? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so actually what you have to do is go all the way to the top, and you have to click on shop. And once you go to shop, you go to What's New and Coming Soon.
Also they messed with the search bar. Like if you hit like
Oh
search,
yeah.
Before you'd search for something and products would start popping up at the bottom. Now nothing shows up. And before you could find stuff easily. Like they maybe show you the latest Spider-Man PF if you write Spiderman.
Yeah.
You just click on it from there, from the search. And
Wow.
I feel they made the search, that function at least is worse than it was before. Definitely.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of that personally, but obviously this website design won't stay forever. But for right now, I just want to share with everybody that's how you get to the What's New section. That's how you get to the What's Coming Soon. Before we get started on that part, though, the one thing I do want to go over is this, and this has actually got me a couple times. I'm not gonna lie. I did purchase 2 pieces off of the Daily Deals tab. For $1, what's your thoughts on Daily Deals? How do you feel about discounts being anywhere from 10% all the way up to 50%? And does anything on here catch your eye that they have today?
I think the Daily Deals thing is pretty awesome, to be honest. 'Cause sometimes you get some PFs that are quite nice. Like here. But that's why I never come to this page, because I don't want to spend money. For the most part, to avoid spending money I don't want to spend, I don't browse the Sideshow website, to be honest. I just have my list, and if someone tells me something from my list is on sale, then we can look at it. But otherwise, if you want to end up losing your money, you come to the Daily Deals page every day. And I'm pretty sure, definitely, you'll see something that is worth buying here, because they do have like some good pieces. Sometimes they have like Prime 1 statues, 1/3 with like significant deals on them, and it's like, it's not just a random statue, it's a statue that is good, and it's like it's in demand. And they can
Right.
have good Sideshow pieces on here too.
So on their most recent sale, well, two sales. They had the Friday the 13th sale last Friday. I was able to pick up the Carnage premium format by Daniel Bell for 13% off, and I felt like I saved about $82, give or take. I'm like, you know, for $82 saving on a payment plan, perfect. Now the next day on the daily deals, and this is when I was like, okay, you can't get back in the same rut, because even though a sell is a sell, it's still money. Pumpkinhead, you knew I previously had it, I canceled it, but this time they said Pumpkinhead is 25% off with free shipping. I think it was free shipping, don't quote me on that part. And I saved about, it was like $315. I was like, yeah, I'll get it.
Good deal.
Yeah, the exclusive as well.
That is usually like over $1,000, right?
Oh, that thing was like $1,200 plus tax.
Like, it's a third scale statue, right?
It's a quarter scale, but it's like 29 inches, so it's like a small third, I guess you could say.
It's a large creature, yeah.
Large creature, yeah, for sure. And I definitely had to get it. You know, shout out Franco for doing that piece, man. That thing is nice, man. So I had to get that. So that's my experience with daily deals as well as discounts. I think the discounts are definitely well worth it, but also be advised to just take it slow on the discounts, all right? Just take it slow. But on to bigger and better things. We do have the What's New tab that we're going to go to. There's a lot to talk about here. Obviously, we got the Iron Spider-Man premium format. Take it away, Buck. Spider-Man is your guy. I know it's not the red and blue Spider-Man, but what you thinking, man?
I love this. It looks freaking awesome. The helmet, the eye shape, it's all good. It's perfect. And it can have all the, I like that they didn't put any panel lines on the helmets, right? That was the one thing holding me back with the XM1. So I was just like, if I get this, I need to remove those panel lines on the helmet. I didn't like them. I like the pose.
Do you like the use of the arms?
I like what they're doing. You know, it's keeping him up.
Same here.
It feels hard to comment on this without comparing it to the XM, because me personally, I was already thinking about getting the XM, but you know, as far as Spider-Man himself, I'm in love. I'm in love. I don't see anything I would want to change, and so already that is working for me in a way the XM wasn't. But the XM had those arms that you could pose, and those looked awesome. And
now, I have that piece, and posing them is really awesome. But for me, the suspension and the arms already done for me is more appealing for me. Because I can't potentially break them one day. I don't have to worry about. I like this one a lot more than the XM, personally. This is a statue here that I do want to get. Maybe I'll have two XMs or two Iron Spider-Mans. Maybe I'll sell the XM eventually, but I really like this one here. I really do. I like the web that's on the base as well. If you can see it inside of the crater, I guess it's called. That looks cool. Yeah.
Question I have for you then is, I guess with the XM, you know, you said something about potentially breaking them, but I thought those were made out of metal. Is it like metal parts and then there's resin on top of that, or it's all metal, the legs?
If I'm not mistaken, it's all metal, and you're using an Allen key to position them how you want it. So I don't fear of actually like breaking them, but I just know if you're messing with something long enough, it can get scratched up or just something can happen. Sure. So outside of dusting, I like the fact that this one's already done. And then if you notice from the Crow premium format as well as Captain Marvel, it's kind of the similar base in terms of that earthy base that they're using that's like exploding. So I love the use of the base for Spider-Man. I love the web there. I love the fact that you can see his the iron tentacles. They're already like engulfed inside of the base, and he's in such a dynamic pose. Like like you said, I love Spider-Man. There's nothing I would change. But I do have a question for you. Off of early looks, obviously we need more pictures and details. If you had to guess, who is behind this sculpt or design?
Show me the portrait again and I want to say I am almost 100% sure it's not Daniel Bell.
No.
And I'm guessing the people that then come to mind, it might be like a contractor that doesn't like work full time in Sideshow. But honestly, a name is coming to mind. Maybe Will Harbottle, or it's definitely not Martin Canale.
No. Too slender for him.
Maybe Matt Black.
That's who I was thinking.
Yeah. I can't say for sure but I'm kind of leaning towards Harbottle, if I'm being honest. But then again, I don't know, because this is a very like hard surface design, and it has like hard surface elements in that. The legs, the panel lining, and the suit. I'm not sure if I've definitely exactly seen. Then again, I've seen this kind of stuff from Harbottle to some extent. And I'm just guessing it's him, especially after seeing that Nightcrawler. I'm feeling maybe it could be him that's doing this.
He did do the Nightcrawler.
And like based on that physique, the way it was sculpted, the musculature on that, I'm saying this could be him. Not necessarily, doesn't have to, because the thing is, Sideshow sometimes they get like some people that don't necessarily work full time at the company.
Yeah.
Contracts and work out to them, and those people can sculpt. So like,
okay.
But if it's any of the in-house people, we're gonna narrow it down. I'm saying maybe Matt Black. I'm feeling closer to Harbottle on this.
Okay.
Could always be wrong, honestly.
Okay. Cool, man. Cool. And last question before we move on. If you had to guess, what's the price point?
$630 to $650.
I agree. I say no higher than $675. I'm comparing it, like I said, I'm comparing it a lot to the Captain Marvel of what they did. And obviously it's going to be bigger, so kind of like Scarlet Witch type height. So I say 675 tops, but I think this is going to be very dynamic.
Was the Captain Marvel?
630, I think.
630. So Sideshow has the habit of making the female statues cheaper than the male ones.
So maybe solid 650.
Maybe 650. Like you said, to maybe 670.
Yeah.
What do you think the legs are going to be made out of? The spider legs, the arms?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think they're opposed to metal, because with the Doctor Doom staff, they made sure that was real sturdy, real firm. So I could see them using the same type of material for that staff as they did with his legs. I don't think it's going to be metal like XM, but I do think they're going to do a very good enough job to make sure that there's no leaning, nothing breaks, anything like that. So I don't see anything to worry about. Like, I'm really, really excited for this premium format.
You know what?
And it's a premium format, which means it'll be cheaper than the maquette.
Not necessarily. Sometimes, sometimes not necessarily. Like, look at the Silver Surfer maquette. It's like 5 something, right? With this, I think if they're gonna gauge community excitement.
Oh, for sure.
And if people seem to be excited, I think if they're gonna produce a large ES, they're gonna make the price very affordable. It might actually be in the 500 range, honestly. But like, I think those legs are gonna be made out of metal, entirely out of metal. Because looking at them, because of the shape and what
Oh,
they're pulling up his entire body. I can't imagine, because if they try to use resin and then put a metal rod inside, those legs are too thin to have like a metal rod inside that would still support his weight. And then another reason why I'm pretty sure it's going to be metal is because like just the shape, they're like arcing like that. If it's resin, I don't think it'll be strong enough to have that kind of shape and support his weight. So I think all the legs are actually gonna be made out of metal,
okay.
unless they do something cheeky and maybe they make only one leg metal, and
Yeah.
that's a weight bearing leg. It's the one bearing all the
Oh,
load.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then the rest are just kind of superficial. They're there, but they're not bearing any of the weight.
Right.
Curious to see what the engineering will be like, how it locks into his back to like hold him too. Because they might use magnets, but I'm doubtful. I feel like that would be scary.
Nah, we need a big key, man. We don't need no magnets, man. Something. Last thing I'll say on this one here is I'm predicting 3500 ES, no exclusive. Because there's just no need for a swap out portrait or nothing. Like there's no need. So I say 3500 ES, maybe even 2500. They'll go low. They'll price it just right, and you get it or you don't. I do think this is going to go up for PO within the next week or two, and I think this will be out by Christmas. I think this is going to be one of those holiday releases. But moving on from Iron Spider-Man, this is one that a lot of people have been waiting for. A lot of people really want this, and as Blade would say,
I was born ready, motherfucker.
I was born ready, man. Whenever I think of Blade now, I instantly think of Darth Rashid. And you guys can see a lot better pictures on the PCS Facebook group. They show more pictures than I was able to snag right now. But I love this base right here, and that's really what I wanted to focus on with you, Buck. Is first of all, in your collection, does it bother you? And I'm not saying, when I say video game pieces, I don't mean like, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Pokemon, God of War. I'm not talking about those video games, because this type of video game is a mobile game, which is what PCS does. Like Ninja Turtles, all that type of stuff is mobile games.
I think this one.
Does this bother you being in your horror collection or Marvel collection because it's video game and not comic?
So, one thing that I would look at with this statue is it's a comic character. And so video games tend to do like, especially, I don't know, for the mobile games, the designs, they tend to stray a bit, and they will do their own thing and do a new like design for the costume. And I tend not to like them. The ones that are good. But the thing is, this game is actually not a mobile game. It's Midnight Suns released on console and PC, like not too long ago, and I think it was that game that they took this from. And Marvel just
Midnight Suns,
calls all of it their game reverse. And so this suit, it's very reminiscent of Wesley Snipes, and
It is.
this is how they've been drawing him in the comics somewhat. And because it's like all black and he's got his trench coat, even though there's elements that seem pretty detailed and like maybe a bit,
Dude, look at that.
it just works.
It looks like Wesley a lot, man. Like a lot.
I think I really like the choice to go red with the sunglasses like that.
Oh yeah. It's crazy because I have a 1/4 custom blade coming, which should probably be here sometime next month, I would assume. But this one is very tempting to me, and I had heard them mention something about there's 2 separate blades coming. There's like
It's a diorama.
Yeah. Which one is this? Is this the diorama? Is this the museum? Because this isn't museum.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a museum. It doesn't seem museum. It seems diorama-ish.
Yeah.
He's not in a museum pose, in an action pose, and there's like enemies below him that he's fighting, like a bunch of vampires. So, like those ghouls. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. It looks really, really good, man. I'm not gonna. I'm very tempted to pick this up just because I love Blade. Like, I'm very tempted to pick this up. I love Blade.
Imagine if they did like an X-Force like Wolverine.
Ooh, right? To go with it.
You could pair it with that art print.
Yeah,
thing. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be really nice, man. What's your prediction on price for this?
It's hard to gauge PCS pricing, but I'd
Straight
say
up.
like because of all that shit happening on the base, it could easily go between 1,300 to 1,500, honestly.
Yeah, I'm thinking 1,350. I don't see them going much higher than that. But also at the same time, like you said, it's PCS, so it's really hard to gauge, what exactly they're going to do.
Think about the Donatello and Raph. Those are like 1,300, right?
Yeah, 1,300. Yeah.
Those don't have switch outs, do they? Except for the heads.
Right. Aside from the heads, yeah.
They don't even really have much on the base. This just got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like ghouls coming out the base.
Mm-hmm.
I feel they're gonna try to charge it. Also, the companies, I'm pretty sure they adjust their pricing based on initial reception to pictures. I think if like people are really digging it, they might try to squeeze more money out of it. I think not always, but I think this is being very well received, and so.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna try and eke out a bit more probably. So I'm leaning towards 1,500 for this.
Do you feel like because this is being made that other companies will finally do a licensed Blade?
No, not really.
I don't think so either.
Like, what other companies have like Marvel license? You got XM and you got Sideshow.
And I don't think Sideshow will do it because PCS is already doing Blade, so it's like.
But Sideshow's doing it in quarter. We'll do it in quarter, right?
They do it in quarter, but Blade just seems so far fetched for them.
I think if they do a Blade Sideshow, they would either announce it or try to release it around the release of the Blade movie.
Yeah, I agree. This looks really nice. I'm really digging it. I love the base. I love the action pose. I'm very amped to actually see what's the next one that they're doing, since it's going to be 2 separate Blades. This one seems like it's going to be very hard to beat. But again, I'm very excited for this Blade, and I'm very tempted to get this, and there's very few characters that I actually am okay with having double. That's Deadpool, Wolverine / Logan, and Spiderman. Those are the only 2 characters or 3 characters that I'm fine having more than one. And obviously Batman would make number 4 because you could have the Dark Knight when he's older and then the younger Batman. So I'm okay with that. But I'm excited for this. I hope PCS does the ES right, which I think they're going to have a very low ES. I don't even think ES should be an issue. But yeah, man.
Variant of that full gore. I didn't even know they started doing that.
Oh, you didn't know about the full gore?
Yeah, I didn't know that was coming soon. And go.
I know about the that's a gold variant, because I was like, this has been here a while, but this is a gold variant. I didn't even see that. I know they just came out with the not too long ago, a Killer Instinct arcade over there at Arcade 1UP. So this might be a nice, cool thing to pair with your arcade. I love pairing up my Iron Studios and stuff and art prints with the arcades. I think that looks very nice. I actually have a different idea with some of the dioramas, such as Jean Grey Phoenix, Wolverine versus Sabretooth, that I want to pair up with the arcade. So I got like a whole mental thing of what I want to do. I'm not into Killer Instinct myself. I've played the game. I think the game is cool, but I'm not into it enough to actually spend money on more on collectibles for it.
Was they also doing a Saberwolf?
Yep. I think, man, see, that's cool because they're doing stuff that you're just not gonna get anywhere else, and I really like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And bear with me here as I make it over to the art, and this is what I was talking about earlier when I was saying with the new web design. I don't know for you, but for me, it feels like I'm like trying to find where I'm going. Like I'm like really creeping there, man.
I wouldn't even hold you. Once I saw the website exchange, I just kind of closed it and
Yeah. So on the art print side, obviously a little bit late, so these have been out for a while. Out of these three, obviously I always look at Frank's work because I love Frank Frazetta's work. I think it's very old school. It's classical. I like the colors, that oily, excuse me, that oil type of drawing. Never really a big fan of Art Germ for myself. I don't know why. I'm just not really a fan of the work. I think it's amazing work, but it just doesn't catch my eye in terms of, oh yeah, I'd buy it, if that makes sense. The Storm is definitely hot. I think it's different. I love the smoke on it and everything like that. But it doesn't give me that wow. You know what I mean? It doesn't wow me to say, go ahead and get it.
Mm-hmm. So I'll probably start with Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Storm like has this. I know this artist. That's Peach Momoko.
Right.
And she does cool work. Like I like it. I think it's cool, but I wouldn't necessarily buy like her artwork. And it's because it has this kind of anime aesthetic, like the Asian, Japanese, like cartoon aesthetic to it. And somehow I never like to see that like meld. At least not in the way she's doing. I don't like to see that meld with my Western comics. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's aspects of that I like to see in like what the Western comic, but when she does like this kind of bishoujo like anime like face that's like it looks like this for like the girl, like the ladies, I don't know, it looks good, but then again things tend to start getting homogenized and start to look samey, so I tend not to like that too much.
Right. Yeah, I think it's cool, man. There was one, and I'm probably just gonna have to go here to the dang, what's that thing called where you're
Waitlist?
No, the RSVP. Dude, I'm sorry. Their freaking website is messing me. Oh man, okay. Where is it at? I'm on RSVP and invite only. Okay, but where do you go to see the what the freak, man?
What are you
oh
doing?
Yeah, here. Okay, here it is. The Joker, The Last Laugh. Have you seen that?
It looks like it's been removed or what? See the broken image icon?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't click on that actually.
What the heck, bro? Oh wow, it's off or something.
It's probably been added to the archive.
Huh. Oh well, it was a new print that was supposed to be coming out. Maybe they took it down for a second. I'm not exactly sure. They literally put it up the same time as the Storm, so that's crazy, man. But we actually have one last thing to go over anyway. Huh?
Know what the artist was?
No, but I can actually go to the Secret Sanctuary. The Secret Sanctuary had posted it.
Is that where he's like holding his head?
Exactly.
So it's like the Killing Joke.
Yeah, the Killing Joke. Yep.
I think I found. I'll send you a link.
Okay. Dude,
no, I think they took it off the website.
Okay, so they'll probably put it up later.
Yeah, but if you just search Google, it shows up like in Google Images with the Sideshow link.
Yeah.
If you click on the Sideshow link, it doesn't go anywhere. It just goes.
Okay. Yeah, no problem, man. Like I said, it's obviously I'm trying to find it real quick here, before we get out of here. But okay, here it is. So I'll just share it on the Secret Sanctuaries page. Man, shout out Jeff, dude. So this is what I mean when I say art has to touch me right away. Like instantly when I seen this, I said it's Joker. I love the Joker. It's vibrant. I love the print, and it caught me right away. It was like instant buy. So whenever they bring it back or they put it for sale or whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and get this instantly. Like I said, moving forward, I'm only POing art prints or exclusives that have a very low ES and people are just buying it. Outside of that, I'm just waiting for discounts or coupons or rewards or whatever. But I really love this art print. Like I said, I love Joker, and I love how vibrant it is. I love everything that's going on in the background, the hair going through the hands, the fingers rather. Perfect, man. You got the rain coming down. You can see the tears, the drool, everything. I think this art print is perfect, personally.
When you look at that, does it make you want to go check out the artist's other work?
Yeah, I always do. I know he does. He did a for Sideshow. He did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre art print for them. So I definitely try to get familiar with the artists that I'm purchasing, because I know if I like one thing, I'll most likely at least like something else that they have in the past, or maybe that might be coming in the future. Mm-hmm. Like I know John K said he has a lot more stuff coming in the future. I've been talking to him a bunch, and I can't wait to get more of his work or even commission for something to get done. But last but not least, man, to get to this last thing here of what I have, is this. And a lot of people were talking about this, and we don't know if this is speculation. We don't know if this was a blooper that wasn't supposed to go live, but it did. And we, the fans, we, the people, were able to snag it, man. So what exactly do you think on this here?
When I first saw it, I first thought this doesn't look like Sideshow. I still am not sure. But then again, thinking back on their recent Huntress and Catwoman, it kind of fits in that aesthetic. So maybe, but you know, maybe if it's going to fit with that aesthetic, where it's like more understated in terms of the piece, simplicity, even going simpler with the stylistic choices. And yeah, it could be Sideshow, because I can see like similarities in the way the face is done, the face sculpt. Otherwise, first when I saw it, I thought this was Tweeterhead, honestly.
How do you feel about them going flesh tone versus in the previous Ivy? You know, this was green.
I don't know. I honestly don't mind. I don't like this statue.
This one here?
No, the new one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. I don't hate it. I just don't. It doesn't do anything for me. But then again, I'm not sure if we're looking at something that's rendered or just not a very good picture, because it's got that Photoshop background behind it. And
yeah.
That kind of messes with some depth in terms of, it messes with some stuff in terms of how we're perceiving the image. So I would like to see more.
I would definitely like to see more as well. I do like the Venus flytrap. I like what she's wearing. I think it's cool that they are going to do a flesh tone one. If this is to come, I think it's cool that it's going to be flesh tone versus, what do you call it? Green skin or whatever. Maybe they'll have a green version, a green variant or something later, or a green exclusive, or they'll come up with something. But this is a solid looking piece so far. Again, we don't know if this is a render, if this is what, like you said, clearly it's something because the background is obviously like photoshopped or whatever. So, I don't know. I don't really want to say too much on it just because like I don't know enough. But it is kind of odd because Sideshow just had their PF. Tweeterhead had their I think they call theirs maquettes or whatever. They just had theirs. So it's just odd
since they dropped that PF, right? It's been like years, man.
It's been a while, yeah. I just see it kind of odd for another Ivy, but Ivy sells. People love Ivy. I said Ivy. People love Ivy. Even the Prime one is looking very nice. So this character sells, man.
And it's been like, it's been a couple years since the last one sold out. So I think, honestly, especially since they did a new Catwoman and a new Huntress, they're probably just gonna keep going down the line and making those same like Siren characters again.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, feel like we're probably due for a new Sideshow Harley. Not that I would want one. I think they're gonna do a classic suit
gesture.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a Harley. I canceled the tweeter head. I think it's nice, but for some reason, I just don't feel like I'm getting the texture on it that I want. So I feel like if you truly love a character, there's no injustice in waiting. And who knows, maybe the tweeter head is the one I do end up getting, but I just feel like there's no injustice to wait. It's okay to wait. No rush, man. This space ain't going nowhere, man. It's like, I can wait, man. But that is everything that I had for this week's episode of What's New Sideshow, episode 4. At the end of the video, I'm definitely going to link other episodes that you can go back and rewatch. Episode 3, episode 2. Appreciate you guys for coming. Buck, last question to you before we get out of here. With everything that you've seen new coming from Sideshow, a possible Ivy, clearly a brand new Iron Spider-Man, because they did have an Iron Spider-Man years back. This is like 10 years ago. They had one. And it's nothing like the XM, or it's nothing like this new one that they are revealing here. Is there anything else you realistically think that they will crack? Because you couldn't have told me a possible new Ivy in an Iron Spider-Man. Like, I wouldn't have guessed that at all.
What they will do? I don't know.
What they will do.
What I do want, I want a new Red Sonja. I want a new She-Hulk PF.
I think She-Hulk would be right on time for sure.
I want a new Vampirella PF, and give me more Spider-Man, Sinister Six, and more.
So if they weren't willing to do the full Sinister Six, but they're willing to do half of them, what 3 would you choose if they said, Buck, give us 3 and we'll do those 3 and that's it? But only 3.
Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't. I'd want Doc Ock.
Doc Ock for sure.
Characters, villains, I want Doc Ock. I'd want because not all the members.
They could do like a Kraven on Throne type deal.
I don't think I'd want Kraven on Throne, but a Kraven by Sideshow, if they do it right, it could be nice. But that's not something I'm like, I want it. I'd want like maybe a new Green Goblin, a new like a Sandman, and if I was only to choose 3 Spidey villains, I want.
What the people really want is a shocker. That's what we need, is a shocker.
Is that
Dig
what the
deep.
people want, or that's what Cash wants?
I'm speaking on behalf of the people. Dig deep, Sideshow. Dig deep, man. Give us a shocker, man. Make it happen. Make it happen, man. This was definitely fun coming back for episode 4. Like I said, it had been a couple weeks, so it was definitely fun coming back on. Obviously, we got the 900 subscriber giveaway. I had hit 900 a while back, so we got the 900 subscriber giveaway, which I'll do on the next Saturday Night Live chat. Saturday Night Live chat. Broke Boys Club. That was funny, man. So I'll do the 900 subscriber giveaway. I have the Batman Damn the giveaway as well. So it'll probably be a double giveaway episode. This Saturday, I'm thinking I should be able to do it. It might start later. No different than the last one, but it might start later, and we'll give away the Hawk giveaways as well as the Batman Damn giveaway. Obviously, join the Facebook group, man, the Cashing Out Collecting Community group. I appreciate it. Throw some photos up there, throw some topics, whatever new you want to see, man. I'm a firm believer, and I don't know why I feel like this, but you never know what Sideshow employee representative is looking around at the YouTube videos, the Facebook groups. You don't know, because we don't even know what they look like. So, you know what I'm saying? It was more than Amy, Autumn, Paul, whoever else you can think of, Alex. You know what I mean? So you just never know who's watching, man. But we'll go ahead and get out of here. Buck, thank you for coming to episode 4, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. And the outro.
Put some cash in your life. Put some cash in your life. If your cash ain't right, if your cash ain't